What's up, teammates? Just wanted to come out with a quick report before the game, let you know what I think might happen, probably should happen, and hopefully what I think we need to do to win and make it happen. So, with the new quarterback in and Andy Dalton, I don't really believe that there's going to be that much of a change. I mean, his mobility is a suspect, but that should be made up by his arm. He's in his veteranism. It's not a word, which it isn't, and he's going to be able to move the offense. But now it comes down to, was everybody right about Bryce Young? I mean, his team gave up on him, and the fans seem to not think it was the right move. I don't think it was the right move, but I just think it's stupid because what are you going to do? Put him in later, or you going to think Andy Dalton is going to take you to the Super Bowl? You're stuck now. You either stick with Andy Dalton or you look stupid by taking him back out and put in Bryce Young and have to explain it. Anyway, that has nothing to do with. It only has slightly anything to do with the Raiders. But up against Andy Dalton, we're going to be facing, or we're going to have our defensive back up against the wide receivers for the Carolina Panthers. So we'll see. Was it always the receivers or was it Bryce Young? That's the word. It was always the receivers and no help and no line. So if he has no receivers, no help, and no line, and he's mobile, when Trent Dilford, or whatever his name is, Trent Dilford is even older than this dude. Anyway, when he steps out on the field with no mobility, no wide receivers, and no offensive line, they're really going to expect the Raiders to have a big game. And the only way that the Raiders can be truly successful in the eyes of the media is if they blow them out. And a serious, not a serious blowout, a double digit lead, a convincing double digit lead, where the offense was in control and we were able to get up big, which is, of course, a defensive minded team wants to do. But up against this team, we should be able to get up big, quick, if we trust our passing game early, which I think is where I think that we're going to start out that way, even though we want to be run heavy. I think we know where our bread and butter is. We're going to put the extra weight on our running game, what we don't take in with the passing game. So I don't think once we look at the stat sheet, it's not going to be balanced running. And if it is balanced running, it's because we got up early and we were able to control the game. And that's what I expect in this game. Since the Carolina Panthers are going through what they're going through, it's likely that they're going to want to go to their running back. The dude is pretty good. The word on the street is that the Raiders' run defense is even less than suspect. People complain a lot about that, so I don't think it's that bad. They've had a couple of bad fourth quarters, but when you get tired and you can't get off the field, you're gonna break. That just happens. And even though we won the game, we still didn't give our defense a lot of rest. So this week, if we can get up big, I anticipate us to try to basically practice our running game on this team and try to, keep it third and short, big chunks on first down, try to get outs to the tight end. Well, my vision for this game is like we always kind of do, play conservative, but I just imagine it'll be more short yard out and then over the head instead of, ding and dunking, and waiting to hopefully get a chance. So, but then once we get that lead, hopefully, we'll see a bunch of running. And just to control the clock, to keep everything safe, because we got to have the win. So we don't want to put it in jeopardy anyway. So I think getting up big, getting the ball into our running back's hands and controlling the clock is the main points for this game. Um, all Gardner has to do is what he did the last, half of the fourth quarter. If he can keep his, as far as I go, I like skilled quarterbacks. All Gardner has to do is keep his base wide and read the defense a little better from the pre-snap, and we'll be golden as a team. So I'll wait for that from Minshew. He's getting more and more rapport with Adams, and Bowers is a beast, and everybody really hasn't had much of a chance to display their abilities the way game 1 and 2 went down, but they will have more of a chance to collect some balls, I believe, this game because well, teams teams are going to have to start figure out a way to stop the the dynamic duo that we're trying to build here. So the dynamic duo finally gets controlled, then we will bring in the rest of the people to see more of the stuff. And I think we're going to use a bunch of people to get those early scores, to keep their defense on their heels. Once we get those early scores, we'll go with run heavy offense, but we're still going to keep them guessing going in, 13 and 12 man packages. So that is what we should see if we win. And we got to win this game. We have to win this game because there's expectations on this game. And if we can live up to expectations, well, then we're going in the right direction. And in order for us to live up to those expectations, the defense has to perform the way it's been performing. We have to continue to get no penalties, and we just have to keep Gardner's base wide and his arm accurate. So, we'll see tomorrow. I'm waiting for it. Now I believe he's going to do it. So, let's all be prepared to watch the Raiders' big time home opening and hope for a big victory and have a good time while we watch it. All right, y'all. Remember, can't win them all. The clouds get dark. But when you're looking for the silver lining, no, damn it. When you're looking for the bright side, come to the silver lining. I can't believe I messed it up at the end. But it happens. I can't edit this stuff. Guru out.